Coming up on Dixie Sun News, reports of stalking on DSU's campus. We'll have tips to keep you safe.
And what's on your bucket list? We'll share Dixie State's must-do list and let you know how you can get rewards for taking part in the college experience. And in sports, spring is in the air, birds are singing, blossoms are blooming, and for college basketball fans, that's right, that means one thing, it's March Madness. Ryan will tell you about when and where Dixie State will be dancing. Dixie Sun News starts right now.
Watching Dixie Sun News with Missy Perry and Bo Yenchik. The voice of Dixie State University, Dixie Sun News at noon.
Welcome to Dixie Sun News at noon. I'm Bo Yenchik.
And I'm Missy Perry. Thank you for joining us.
Dixie State campus is covered with campaign posters and people wanting your vote. An update on the student body president elections. Ezra Hainsworth, a junior communication major from St. George, and Kendall Pitts, a junior communication major from Las Vegas, are both running for student body president. They advanced to the final round of voting after making it through the primary elections last Wednesday and Thursday. Colton Moses Campbell, a junior English major from Long Beach, California, was eliminated.
Dixie State University campus police are investigating a stalking incident that happened February 27th. Ron Isaacson, campus police assistant director, said a female student was walking home when someone came from behind a dumpster near the St. George Community Church parking lot at 800 East, 100 South around 3 a.m. Isaacson said the man was dressed in all black clothing. The student reported that she wasn't sure what the man wanted, but when the man started walking faster behind her, she proceeded to run. The female student made it home safely. Tips for staying safe include keeping your eyes and hands free, especially when walking home alone. Make sure to stay near a well-lit area or walk with a friend at night. Walking with a dog has shown to lower the chances of an assault. And use your keys as a weapon if needed. For those who may have witnessed what happened or are approached while walking home, please contact the campus police. Speaking of the classroom, students at Dixie State University can withdraw from classes without a negative effect on their GPA. There is a common misconception among college students that a W will have a negative impact on their academic transcript, but it merely means the class was dropped after the refund deadline. The only negative impact that could result from receiving a W is if a student is applying for graduate school and has an excessive withdrawal pattern on their transcripts. For more information, please visit DixieSunNews.com.
Thanks, Missy. Many students record teachers' lectures or test reviews to aid in their study, but not every teacher feels comfortable allowing electronic devices in his or her classroom. DSN reporter John Holland brings us the story.
DSU who record lectures on their phones or other devices may not be aware that not all instructors are comfortable with being recorded.
That's the academic freedom of the professor to determine whether or not he or she wants to give a student permission to record. You call into question also because where some of the professors are talking about things where they're subject matter experts, they have proprietary issues in some of the stuff that they're talking about.
Utah is a one-party consent state, which means you can record as long as one person in the conversation agrees and participates in the recording.
If one person is actively taking part in a conversation, they can more or less decide, yes, I'm going to record the conversation.
Deciding whether or not it is okay to record depends on the class being taken. Eric Young, Assistant Director of Communications, said, "When I'm in a class that gets into direct application of theory, say visual communication, I'm not getting off on much in terms of personal opinions and politics or philosophy or things along that line. So that class, I really have no hesitation." Eric Young also said, "If you need to record it, record it. Use that for your amelioration or understanding of what's going on. Period."
Really, is the point is asking the professor, is it okay if I record things like that at the beginning of the class?
For Dixie Sun News, I'm John Holland.
Interesting story, John. Thank you very much. The Learning to Grow Garden Club is having to await the final verdict as Dixie State University's Space Committee collaborates on the future of the potential club and its educational garden. I hit the DSU campus to find out from students why they think having a student-ran garden would be beneficial for the school.
DSU Food Pantry helps students and helps those in need, and I think that anything we can do to help those out. College is a hard time, and anything we can do to help struggling students or help anyone it's a good thing.
I think this would have many benefits for our students on campus. It's hard to maintain a healthy diet as a college student, so being able to grow fruits and vegetables and donate them to the school would greatly benefit our students.
The club was originally created by Professor Brian Stevens to help supply a healthy, fresh, and nutritious food to the DSU Food Pantry. The club was also designed to teach students how to work hard while receiving emotional and physical benefits themselves as they serve others. Potential club president Victoria Rose and Brian Stevens now await for that final approval. For more information, go to DixieSunNews.com. So Ryan, a big week in sports as always here at Dixie State University. I'm sure that there's tons going on, lots of updates. Dixie State men's, they made the basketball tournament for March?
Yeah, that is the big surprise. After last week, Dixie State's men's team was upset a little bit, but the proverbial clock really quite hadn't struck midnight, as the team did earn an at-large bid into the field of 64 for Division II. Now, this is the 7th time in the last 8 years that the Dixie State men's team have made the postseason tournament. Coincidentally, their opponent will be UC San Diego. The teams met earlier this season. Actually, it was the opening season of both teams' games this year. They will play Friday at 7:30. Now, as I mentioned, they're not entirely unfamiliar. The Tritons came away with a close victory, 62-55 over the Trailblazers. Now, the winner of Friday's match will then take on the winner of the Cal Baptist San Francisco State game. Now, moving over to the Diamond, the Pac West named Dixie State first baseman Logan Porter as the Pac West co-player of the week. Porter, a junior from Surprise, Arizona, earned the honor from his performance in the league opening series versus Holy Names. Porter hit for a .750 batting average with 5 extra base hits, 12 RBIs, and 5 runs scored. Now, for those who don't know baseball, that's really good. He's driven in at least one run in over the last 8 games and leads the conference with 30 RBIs. Now, finally, for students and faculty on and around the campus of Dixie State, it has been a little louder than normal. The reason being is that renovation began last week on Legend Solar Stadium. A record-setting $10 million donation made by Legend Solar last year. The project will operate in several phases, beginning with the removal and replacement of the old track and field turf. The following phases will consist of constructing a new seating pavilion on the east side, an updated scoreboard, a new practice field on the south side of the stadium, and then finally a brand new multi-level press box on the west side of the stands. So in all, the total project is expected to be finished by the 2018 season. So a lot is going on in sports on the campus of Dixie State. So it should be a lot of fun here in the next couple months for the men's basketball team, and then the next several years for that new football program.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, should be.
I'm excited for that new turf to go down for the field.
Yeah, and it's not just football either. It's going to service both men's and soccer teams as well, and then also you've got dance performances and local high school sports will play on it as well.
That would be great.
Yep.
Great. Well, for some students, going to university is more than just earning the degree. It's gaining the full college experience.
That's right, Missy. And Dixie State University makes it easy for students to accomplish their bucket list goals with the Dixie Traditions application. The list has more than 45 activities, and once the traditions are completed, a free medal is given. I need to get started.
As far as the things in the community, hiking up to Dixie Rock is always fun, and especially at night because you get to see all the lights. Then there's also the Pioneer Garden Park, which is just down from Dixie Rock. It's gorgeous, especially at Christmas time because they put all the lights up.
I think at Dixie State, go to sports games. I think up until this year, our football team wasn't very good, and that kind of cast a bad shadow on the rest of the sports, but we're actually really strong in sports and all the other sports.
So I'm going to explore at least 10 hikes a year that I can do. That would include Zion and a few of those.
Just like going to different concerts, going to different events, like the fashion show or the things that they do over at the Mermaid Pond.
Painting the Trailblazer D, that would be cool. The Wednesday activities are awesome. What other organization are you part of have something that you can do one night a week that you can meet with people and have a lot of fun?
And that's a wrap for our March 8th edition of the Dixie Sun News at Noon.
Catch us back here next week, same time, same place.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday.